So on this video that I made a while ago about the kitchen cabinets, Mirage XL007 is asking me about how the cabinets, quality, and other stuff. And I've been pretty happy with them. Ignore some of the mess. We're not like the cleanest people. My wife left some strawberry jam there. I'll have to clean that up. Anyways, about the cabinets. We're really happy with them. We have all soft close hardware, which is really nice. Now I find myself going to other places and I shut the doors and they slam. Our toilet lid is soft close also, and I slam toilet lids everywhere else. A few notes about, well, we did get full extension. That's not coming out because the Rummy Cube game. But we have full extension drawer slides, so we can get all the way to the back of all of our drawers. So like this one would be completely useless if you could only open it that far, almost. But now I can open it all the way and get to everything all the way in the back. A few more things about our design choices. We have a separate coffee bar over here so that my wife can make her coffee every morning. I'm not a coffee drinker, but she is every morning. And I didn't want any of this mess on the rest of the countertops. It's also a great place. Here's our only entry door. Come in, you can set your keys and phone down, whatever. And this is also kind of my staging area to take tools and other stuff downstairs. These big drawers here are really nice to store odds and ends like games. We have dog accessories like leashes, snacks, treats, other stuff. And this other big drawer here right now is blanket storage. But I think once our kid gets a little bit older, we're going to change that over to kid toy storage. So she has her own drawer to put things in. Moving on, we decided to do a full cabinet for the fridge. This isn't our final fridge. This is just a $50 fridge that we got because we don't quite have the money for a nice one right now. And I made this a little bit deeper so that when you access things in this cabinet, you don't have to reach over the fridge as far to get into it, because this isn't very far back from the front of the fridge. Well, you can see how much further it is out from the other cabinets here. I think it's 3 inches deeper. But that's a really good idea. I think this is 1 inch wider than a 36-inch fridge, so it's a 37-inch opening. And I forget what this height is. I think it's like 72 inches, 6 feet. Moving on, we decided to go with drawers in as many places as we could. You know, drawers over there, drawers here, drawers, that one's special, drawers. The only place we didn't really get drawers is here under the island, because we did sort of want some bulk storage for assorted things that we don't use all the time, like percolator. You know, wife puts drinks down there, cleaning supplies. What's in here? Here's some more food stuff. Wouldn't really fit in drawers that nicely. Stuff that likes to stand up. Again, full extension drawer slides so we can get to everything in the back. We chose to go with plywood construction instead of particle board. And truthfully, it doesn't really affect much. But the feel of it's nicer. In our sink, this is, I wish I would have gone with a bigger sink cabinet. This is only a 36-inch sink, and I have like a 33-inch or 32-inch sink there. And it's really tight to the edges, and it's hard to mount anything underneath here if you go with an undermount sink. More big drawer storage. This is nice for pots and pans. You know, instead of going on your head for everything. Our corner cabinet, we decided to go with is this a Super Susan? I think it's a Super Susan, because it has the cutout, but I'm not sure. Instead of any other sort of like Reva drawer stuff where it pulls out and another one loads behind it and it pulls out too. But this is just really easy. And I can have all of my baking stuff here, my food service film. So this is like better than the saran wrap because it actually works. And I can just take this out right here without having to remove it from the cabinet. Another thing we decided to go with, this is right beside the stove. We have cooking trays, baking sheet storage, cutting board storage, and that's really nice. On either side of the stove we have drawer storage for cooking implements. This is stuff my wife primarily uses, and this is stuff that I primarily use. And then more pots and pans storage. Here you can see. To the right of the stove we have a pantry cabinet, which ironically doesn't really store that much food. Here I have my kitchen appliances, which are really nice to get to because I don't have to bend over to get to them. Cookbooks, cereal, and then some other bulk storage of stuff, like my parents' canned tomato sauce, paper towels. So that's nice stuff just to keep it out of the way. And then we decided to go on the bottom here with drawers that are the same height as our other ones. So this is all one cabinet. We kind of wish it had been a little bit wider, just to get a little bit more storage. But wider cabinets are more expensive. And this is open space that we could have expanded into, but we didn't really have to. So we went with a cheaper route. Here's my spice storage. This is half of it. Instead of doing anything in a cabinet, like I had wanted to put spices in this cabinet here. But this just works out so great. I can put a lot of my bulk storage stuff here. And then smaller stuff in here. And it's all super visible and easy to pick whatever I need at a time. Easy to reorganize. Canned goods. Canned goods with other kitchen gadgets, like my slap chop. I do actually like using that a lot because I hate garlic chunks, but I like garlic, and onion chunks, and I like onion, but I like it chopped up really fine so you don't feel it. We still have to put in a range hood here, just a normal range hood, not like a combination micro range hood, because they perform far better than any combination. To the right we have some stove accessories like salt and pepper and oil. And then over here we have kind of our junk food. Our corner cabinets, I at first thought about doing an angled one, but that just makes the countertop more complicated because I did all of these countertops myself. And I didn't want to have to worry about doing a 45, 2 cutouts, and then this takes up more material too. So I got this, which I can get up close into and reach my bevel upper cabinet, which is also closer to me. So there's not much of a distance that you have to reach in to get to the corner cabinet. If you'd had it backwards, like a bevel here and then a corner cabinet in there, you're reaching a lot further in to get to it. So I'm really happy about how we decided to do this. And then here's some cooking stuff. I did wire each bank of cabinets for under cabinet lighting. I have not put that in yet. So that's something to consider. There's that soft close again. And then here we have all of our plates and glasses and some other stuff. And this is right above the dishwasher. What else? Well, here's where we put the paper towel roller holder. And I kind of wanted it underneath there, but it's working out okay here. It was my wife's idea. I just went with it. The overhang on our cabinets, I did these angle brackets here. And I did put power in either end of the cabinet, the island cabinet. And this island cabinet is 30 inches deep. And it's a front and back open. So from the back, we can access things that are less frequently used, like a dehydrator and a water jug. And here we have some other cooking supplies that we rarely use. These cabinets, they also come... Oh, in the island, the drawers only open from the front. In the back, that's just a fake face on the top. And the fake faces do actually pull out, so you can get to whatever's behind there. I guess if you really wanted like a secret place to store stuff, here'd be a good one. Right behind the fake front. And I'm still really happy with this sink. Especially with this, I was surprised that I actually use this a lot, because instead of bending over all the way to get into here, I'm just up here working at countertop height, but it's still a wet area. So that's our kitchen, a review of the cabinets. I suppose I should say that they're KraftMaid cabinets, because I didn't say that. And we got these from Lowe's, and we ordered them through Lowe's, and they got it through KraftMaid, or they sent the order to KraftMaid. Yeah, that's correct. And KraftMaid delivered, and they set it up for us. Why is that Celsius? There, 72 in here. Well, they didn't set it up, but KraftMaid brought it out of their box truck and up into here, like in the last video you saw. Not last video, but many videos ago, about how I got $11,000 of KraftMaid cabinets delivered. So that's what $11,000 of KraftMaid cabinets looks like installed.